Welcome to another video, and today we're going to be reviewing Dirt by Alice in Chains. This album has 13 songs in here if you include the hidden track Ironclad. So yeah, I just want to get straight into this album because it's one of my personal favorites. Alright, so, if I had to use one word to describe this, I would have to use the word either powerful or depressing. There's a lot of songs on here that explains depression, antisocial behavior, war, and drug use. Like with songs like Rooster representing like war, Angry Chair, and Junkhead symbolizing depression and drug use. All around, this album is just a classic, and not even in the grunge genre, just a classic in general. And at times, I think Alice in Chains can be very underrated when it comes to discography, with Jar of Flies and Dirt, and a lot of other stuff that they released that really gets undermined, and the whole band itself gets undermined a lot. But yeah, so the first part of this album is a very mixed. They have the starting song, which is Them Bones, and it's really powerful and short tempo, fast tempo, but very short. Then you have a song like Rain When I Die, which is very long and not really fast tempo, I want to say, but a very, not soft, not very fast paced. Let's just say it there. Then you have songs like Sick Man, which you can kind of say is fast tempoed, but I'd really say just regular. I'll just put regular tempo there. Now we get into the middle portion of this album, and we get to see a classic hit here, Rooster, which is one of my favorite songs of Alice in Chains. We get to see a lot of chilling songs here too, like Junkhead, Dirt, and Godsmack, which is is really eerie, in my opinion. And it's really atmospheric when you listen to it. And then we get to the end of this, which is my personal favorite. Now, the earlier United States and Canada copies of this had Down in a Hole being in the very end, I believe. But later copies had a Down in a Hole between, I believe, Rain When I Die and Sick Man. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think I have the later copy edition. So it'll probably be within the beginning. But I would like to say that Down in a Hole should begin at would be at the end, considering the fact it was the beginning. So this is really my favorite part of this album, which you get to see Angry Chair, which is my favorite song of Alice in Chains, and Wood, which is probably the most recognizable song from Alice in Chains, and Down in a Hole, which is one of my personal favorites, and very soft for this album as well. And I think Lane Staley really shines with his vocals at this song as well. So yeah, overall, probably one of the greatest albums of all time, in my opinion. I really suggest this to any listener who wants to get into this kind of music. Alice in Chains is just a phenomenal band, and I think Dirt really is that album that really shot them up to the mainstream. Although it's not my favorite not my favorite album by them, it is certainly probably the second best, next to Jar of Flies, which is kind of an EP. But, So, if I was to rate this album, I would give it a 9 out of 10. This album is near flawless in the fact of its track list. It brings home a lot of subjects like war, drug use, and I've talked about that before. and it really covers a lot of stuff that a lot of people can relate to. Um, and I think this album deserves the 9 out of 10 for many reasons that I can't really all say on this video. And I would love to do another review of this later on. But for now, this is just going to have to do it. So I give this album a 9 out of 10. Highly recommended. Very highly recommended to any listener of music. So yeah. Thank you guys. Leave us a like, subscribe, and later.